We're people of faith, Joe Biden and I, Kamala Harris said the other night at the debate. That's not true. The Democratic Party is a secular party. I'm not attacking them. That's just obvious. A lot of Democrats are highly hostile to organized religion, and a lot of them deeply resent Amy Coney Barrett for her Orthodox Catholicism. But they've decided not to say anything about it because it's an election year, so they're trying to keep it under wraps. It's a political calculation, obviously. But what do they really think? Well, privately, Democrats are fixated on Amy Coney Barrett's religious beliefs. We know that in part because today, Dianne Feinstein, the senior senator from California, didn't realize her mic was on and let the mask slip. Here she is.
She's been pro-life for a long time. So I suspect with her it is deeply personal. And it comes with her religion.
It's deeply personal, and it comes with her religion, like it's a disease. We shouldn't be surprised Dianne Feinstein said this. And by the way, Catholicism is one of the few religions you're allowed to say this about. In 2017, Feinstein told Amy Coney Barrett that her religious faith was, quote, a concern.
I think whatever a religion is, it has its own dogma. The law is totally different. And I think in your case, Professor, when you read your speeches, the conclusion one draws is that the dogma lives loudly within you. And that's of concern.
The dogma lives loudly within you. Not the dog, the dogma lives loudly within you. In terms of sheer incoherence and stupidity, it's almost like a Mazie Hirono impression, honestly. The big secret in Washington is that a lot of these people, dripping with credentials like third world generals and their medals, are actually not very bright. So what is Amy Coney Barrett really like? Ann Falgus has known her for a long time. She's been close friends with Amy Coney Barrett since college, and we're happy to have her on tonight. Ann, thanks so much for coming on. So it seems worse since we've gone through day after day of hearing, talking about Amy Barrett's legal philosophy, getting a sense of what she's like as a person, and since you've known her for decades, we thought we'd ask you.
Well, I thought, first of all, thanks for having me on. I thought she was absolutely superb the past few days in the hearings. She demonstrated her high intellect. She was humble. It comes across very, very well to everyone. I saw some polling today saying that across party lines, support for her has grown in the country. And she is a faithful Catholic, but she shouldn't be attacked for that. There's no religious test in this country for public office, and it shouldn't be an issue.
Sincerely religious people live, in general, much happier, more productive lives, add rather than detract. In what world is that a bad thing?
I mean, most of the people in this country are religious and live religious lives. I think that there are a lot of people in this country on both sides of the coast, for example, who have gotten away from that, but they miss what's happening in most of the country. Even at our own college, at Rhodes College, we had a group of alum come out and say and call her a theocratic bigot. They wanted the college to disavow her as an alum, one of our most prestigious alums of all time, if not the most. Yes. So a few of us who know Amy very well started alumniforamy.org to get some signatures and send them today to the Senate Judiciary Committee on her behalf, including Justice Scalia's grandson, who's a 2018 graduate of Rhodes College. And we're still taking signatures, but through her confirmation. But we just wanted to show the Senate Judiciary, we wanted to show Rhodes College, we wanted to show Amy that we're behind her. It's a bipartisan letter. It goes back and talks about how wonderful she is as a person, the achievements that she has attained in her life. At Rhodes, she was on the Honor Council, which is a big deal. We voted her on junior year and senior year from our class, and then our senior year, she was voted school campus-wide to be the vice president.
Interesting. Well, she's continued on that trajectory. And thank you for that.
Yeah.
Great to see you tonight. That's hurtful
Thank
about
you.
college alums.